I am back and with some more Grounded. We're on episode 120 and we're going to continue on with well, I've got a few ideas what I want to do today because as of streaming this, it's been a few weeks of the new update for Grounded is in the test server realm. It's Into the Wood, so that's coming. It might be out by the time this is up on YouTube, so that's the thing, like there's always a bit of a delay that needs to be said on YouTube, but so I need to somewhat get prepped. Like my base idea right now of what I've been working on has been good, like it's in a good location to get to, because it's in the back area where I thought it would be the next update, so we were in a good spot for the base. We're loading, but I was thinking today, either today or next episode, I think maybe today, I kind of want to, I forgot in the sandbox, I forgot to get the Morning Star, the weapon, and I've seen everyone because I've been watching more Grounded videos. And I saw everyone using it, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, there's the Morning Star in the castle with the chest. I never did. So, yeah, I'm thinking maybe we go back to the castle, get some health items, make sure our weapons are good, and let's try, maybe, because I think I know the location of where to dig for the key. Because when I watched the tutorial, you're meant to wait for a certain time. It says on a whiteboard in the lab, in the sandbox, of where to dig. Like the spade will tell you where to dig, and yeah, so I think I'll just probably go whereabouts it is at night. It might be a bit safer, and try and get some more lion kills, I think, ant lion kills, because this whole new area looks amazing. Like it's got like a wood pile, and there's like loads of wood insects. Like I can't remember what they call them. Wood lice, maybe. I know there's dust mites and stuff. And there's tons of new bugs coming. There's tons of
I feel a little
just
less
a whole
now.
massive bit of area that's been done. And it's up on this side near the shed. And the barbecue's been moved, and that's fallen over down there. And it's got like an ash pile. It's really cool. It's like, I'm surprised the garden ain't been fucking on fire, but yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm thinking maybe hold off the building today, because I know that we've done a lot the past few episodes, and I have been umming and ahhing, and we have got up to the second floor. So I'm thinking I'm gonna hold off on the idea of you know that I was gonna put a pen around here for more space, like farm or whatever it be. I'm thinking I might leave that for now, just in case, because when I did the castle and they updated that area, the slabs did move a little bit, so there's a chance that this could move. I haven't seen much change, like in this area, but I can't tell without my base there, you know. But yeah, all this is done now. Like the barbecue's like down there, and it's got like an ash pile. There's like fire resistance, lava. It's just crazy. It's a really crazy update. There's certain things to the update that I'm a bit worried about. Like people said that the enemies are getting spongier and spongier, like harder and harder, which makes sense. But for me, I feel like
No water
there's
filtration
not a whole
tablets
lot
needed.
of just go wherever you want sort of vibe to Grounded anymore. Which I did enjoy. I think the issue is, we'll go back to the castle. I think the issue is in Grounded, what was it? I think the issue is, it's starting to feel like, it's a bit like Assassin's Creed, early stages of Assassin's Creed, where
Oh, worse than my mom's Brussels sprouts.
oh my god, that's bad. Oh, I'm so lucky. Shut. Oh my god, run, run away. That's the one from my castle, isn't it? Yeah, you gotta be careful wandering around in the evenings. Oh, they've got infected spiders now, which is what we were expected, but there seems to be only one location for it, though, which oh, I'm not surprised if they'll move that, to be fair, but yeah, I thought the Salt Morning Star would be good to get, because then it means that I've got because I want to make my spear spicy. And then if I have the Salt Morning Star, that's going to be salt based, isn't it? And then my mint mace, that's mint based. But yeah, I'm a bit more energized into the game, a little bit more like, at least I know there's something coming soon. This stuff might be already out, but you just gotta be a bit patient with it, and I'll be covering it where I can, you know. What I want to do is I could either take. Thing is, I don't want to go too mad. Right, let's take that. So we got 16 bandages. How did that open? Right, so I'm kind of thinking, I don't know whether to try these or shall we save them and just use the grub goop? So I think if I just did the smoothers, I'd be better. Or can I use, I wonder if I can use some of this up, maybe. Like bug parts, and it does the same thing. Or do I have to have the same? See, that's one thing. We'll get the weevil. Cook him. Because we might go tonight, I guess. Wouldn't hurt. Yeah, okay. Can I craft that anyway? No, we got one more. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more out of it. So I feel like these ones would be better if I did boss fights, you know? They might be better for boss fights. Right, so we got smoothers, which we'll put in there. Get our water filled up. I would say, shall we repair my items, but how much does that... have I got enough to repair? I need to get sickly roly-poly stuff. Shit. I could do the chest piece. Really? I ain't got enough sickly roly-poly stuff? Where did all they go then? Well, maybe I should leave it then. Just in case it does break. They do break. I might as well use it all up, you know. Maybe... maybe take these just in case. And they're improving inventory stuff, like, what I've seen that is good. They're fixing the building. Hang on, this is not building. They're fixing this, which is great. So I moan about that too much though. So that'll be good. They're adding some new build items, new bugs. Everything you can think of, really, is coming. So, yeah. A lot to get excited about.
Don't even need to boil it.
It's just that I'm not sure when I'll be covering it on YouTube. As there is a chance it'll just be, it's randomized, isn't it, more or less? Don't know whether to look at, because I know whereabouts it is, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna just go for it because there's no point trying to wait for the timer. It's near the spade. Crazy how quiet it gets. And we'll just try and get some antlions maybe as well. It's a bit, they're a pain to fight, but we'll just see. And there's been some stuff on Black Widowlings, so there might be Black Widows coming Monday. No. And have I got... shit, I ain't got a glider. That's gonna be an issue. Maybe I just stick to the wall. It only seems... it's only around there. I think it's around this point. We'll have a look at the thing, yeah. Just to let people know how to do it. So, yeah, I even looked at this and I was like, what's this all about? So it's a clock. So I think it's 3:30. And then you have the key to unlock the thing, which I think it's just going to be around here somewhere. Oh, what was that? Oh. can't come in here like this. You can't do that. That's some bullshit. Where's he gone? God. Oh no, I'm dead. You little bastard. Oh my... Fuck. That's why I don't like them, man. They're just... That's... I've had this feeling for a long time about the combat. It's just felt so... sluggish lately. It's not been so fun. I have to admit that. I feel like... Even if it was easier when it first came out, it was just a bit more like, you know, just got to play the game and that was it, you know. Whereas some of these bugs are so tedious to fight now. And I know they're new and everything, but they're just, it's just not fun. It's like, I think that's why people are saying like this whole nerf, like there's been a whole thing about nerfing to the weapons again. Like they're fixing the durability on them and stuff, but there's still a massive nerf to it. So I'm really... Like, if the game gets any more irritating with the combat, and I just don't enjoy it, I'll have to see how I'll feel about continuing, because it's just not as fun as I want it to be. Because you're spending most of the time upgrading your weapons, and then if you're gonna just have a nerf at some point, or it's just not gonna feel so much fun. It's like with the forest or something. All the enemies are the same. Like they're not spongy or tanky. Like you fucking whack them around the head and they're on the ground. You know. Really, once I get this key, I'm done. So I'm not sure where it would be. Ah, got it. There we go. So it's here if anyone was lucky. It's a bit of a cheat, but it's right there. And apparently you can get these like the treasures at night. Like people have had the maps out, and I don't want to do that because I'm not too fussed. Because you get some good stuff from the chest though. There is a reason to do it. Oh man, it's just that I wish they were a bit more fun to fight, you know? It's like if Grounded, it's like if State Decay, if the zombies you couldn't headshot them or something. It's just really irritating that they're just so spongy. I don't know where that is probably a... I went to do it. Whoa, I'm stuck in him. What the fuck? Oh, fuck off. Like, come on, how am I... It's just... It's just irritating, man. And then you've got to know which enemies have different weaknesses to the spicy salt. I really don't know. Like, that's the thing. I don't know what I would play besides Grounded. Hopefully it gets better with the update, maybe. But it's like I would hate, like in State of Decay, to have like a weapon upgrade feature where you gotta keep upgrading your weapons to defeat certain things. You know?
I feel a little less squishy now.
I was, like, you miss a few perfect parries and you're fucked. That's what bothers me. And health items are...
That should keep you safe.
I wish bandages were useful, you know? They're not. Problem is, I don't want to deal with them anymore. I just don't know. The fact that blocking doesn't work with these things, it's kind of pissing me off. Like, how is that fun, you know? But and you can't. It doesn't seem like you can maneuver them because they're like a tank. They just pivot perfectly. I know it sounds like I am moaning, and it's just really irritating me, you know? Like, it's not like it's as if like the game is beginning to build around like team. Like it is all about the co-op, I guess, but like it's not really. It doesn't really help people if they're on their own. I don't think sometimes. Um. And it isn't even like say Halo Infinite. I'm doing the legendary playthrough on that. And all the enemies are as they are in normal, but they just do more damage. It's not even like it's the enemies just do more damage. It's okay. And then okay, getting stuck works. That makes my life easier. And then that's why I save every 5 seconds, because I don't want to fucking. Oh, here we go. Oh, milk roller. That's kind of cool. Golden one. Is it worth the stress? Probably not. I can hear raw silence as well. I think we'll try and get to the mint mace is still the best. That's the thing.
Yum!
Try and get to the chest. Uh-oh. Wolf spiders about. Oh, and they've got a cool thing of a scanner that picks up all the. Come on, get him, boys. Well done, guys. But they've got new scanners in here that can pick up items that you might be looking for. It's kind of cool. Now, there's a lot of cool stuff coming to the update, so I will be covering it, but I just need to be careful. If the game gets less fun with the combat, I don't know whether I'll be. I don't think it's turning in the game I want to play, you know. I can like, and that's can't just stick around building all the time. Well, I suppose I could random streams, but I don't know. Let me know. Like, what do you guys think about the stuff happening in Grounded? Because I do feel like the combat's got a lot more sluggish in recent times. There we go. Milk molar. A deadly weapon. So that's the... So that's the... way you do the salt morning star, which maybe that's my lucky charm. Maybe that will help. Because people said it is a good weapon. So maybe that's what I need. Like, because I am using kind of outdated weapons compared to everything. I'm not using the lion. What's it? The double sword things. Antlion sword, great sword. I'm not using that stuff, so I'm not really helping myself out in them situations. It's just that when I get like them antlions, they wreck you so quickly. Whether you've got good armor or not, it's just a bit irritating. It feels like some of the items that you grind to get or you grind to upgrade, just feels like some of them items are just, they're never going to be as good as the next tier item, and that's just because if they wanted to do like this weapon upgrade system, they should make every weapon the same, and then you upgrade them in a way that you want. So say, don't they do it where, I should probably pick a safer spot. So every weapon is like tier 1. I don't know, tier 1. And then you level up weapons in, like somewhat, you use that weapon more and more, and you get points for it. Something similar to Mass Effect maybe, where you put your weapons into sniping, shotgun, pistol, something similar to that, but you put it into damage, stun, speed, like you upgrade your weapon over time that way. But maybe in this you could do it with quartzite or collecting, or you're building up slowly like that. And then you've got a bit of customization, and then you could add like buffs, like spicy stuff like that, like something similar to Dying Light or Dead Island. Because I feel like no matter what, you're always going to strive towards the tier 3 items. Like the whole tier system is kind of pointless. Or, well, it feels pointless anyway. I still need to do that.
Yeah!
But we got the morning star. I don't know what I need to make it. Bubblegum, I think. And really, they're bringing out weapons that are kind of the same as well. Like, people said that they brought out a katana, which is cool, but it was only a moment ago where we had the great sword for the antlion, stuff like that.
That should keep me safe. Safer. I feel a little less squishy now.
Oops.
Feeling a little safer now.
Actually, what? Oh yeah. Some goodies in here. But maybe I should look into making the antlion armor. That would be good as well to do. Because there is a lot of spicy stuff in the spoiling gland. Well, I can do that. I've got antlion parts. So hang on, let me just check the if I've got the antlion parts, I should be alright. 5. we can craft that now. Go do that. Then the boots. Maybe that would be better fighting the Antlions. So I just need boiling grounds, which I'm surprised I haven't got. Or is it just not far close enough? I seriously not got boiling glands. Alright, put that in there. I might need to have another dummy set up. Can't wait for them to, like, the one thing I'm really happy about is that they've properly organised this. So we need clay. Because the way they've done it is, so say you're on grass planks or something, you can just D-pad switch to each curved piece, say, and stuff. Like, it's a bit like I need to get into like proper look into it. You know what? Let's take one of them. Take that. Of course, I need 5. Sorry if I seemed like I was moaning during that, but it was like, I just don't, I'm not a fan of the way they instantly put you down like that. Or like you're blocking and it doesn't really work, and when you get hit when you block you lose stamina, stuff like that. It just it slows things down way too much. Like combat's gone a lot slower, I think. It kind of reminds me of
That should keep me safe.
Assassin's Creed,
Safer.
where you're waiting for the enemy to attack you sometimes, and then if you're not perfectly doing anything, you're gonna get fucked over, which is right, I suppose. You're either standing around not doing it or you're standing waiting for them to attack because it's too close quarters to get a good movement on them, or you end up just circling them, and that's the way to defeat them in a good way. It's like the combat is so, I don't know, it's not at the level of the forest or like something like that. It's not as nice,
I think it's bedtime.
as satisfying as the forest, or what would I say would be close to grounded. I'd say at least 7 Days to Die. At least that is like, you hit them in the head a few times, or you knock them in the head, they go down, and then you can finish them off, you know, with the zombies. Whereas in this, it's like the AI kind of doesn't give a fuck. They're just a robot, and they just constantly keep attacking you. They're kind of like Minecraft mobs in a way, but at least Minecraft mobs are not bullet sponges, or like they don't take half an hour to kill some of them once. But like I don't mind some of them. Like some of them should be like, it should be something like in Halo, or where you have like an alpha. Now that's what maybe they should do, similar to Ark, where like you've got most of the bugs in the world are kind of weak, but then you have alphas that are like mini bosses. That will take half an hour or so to whittle down and have a good fight with. Mom. Oh, fuck you then. And they're the ones that you need to keep an eye out for, like the alpha bugs in the back garden or something. But then, like black ants don't feel as strong as brown ants, I think. I know. I don't know. Like, it should determine on what difficulty you're on. I think normal should feel balanced, as if like it doesn't matter what really weapons you use, I guess, but you still need to be somewhat cautious about your attacks and stuff. And it feels like you can't get your stamina back as well. That's another thing. It feels difficult to get your stamina back.
Nice and clean.
Cause it's not like State Decay where you can walk away from an enemy, get a little bit of stamina back, and then get back in the fight. In this, you're kind of stuck in the fight because... And that's the annoying thing, when you're getting hit all the time, you're losing stamina. I know it's probably my mutations, they're not perfectly fit, but maybe if there was a way to make loadouts, I would use these more. So like, say, I wanted a fighter loadout, I could save a lot in. If I wanted a building loadout, I could save that, like just classes, I guess, save different classes, so you could quickly switch to them on the fly. Would be useful, I think. Let's just check that there's no... No, they're not down there, that's a shame. But we'll work on this soon, we'll come back to this. Like, it's actually quite good, actually. And we'll get that up there. But I think it's a good little outpost for the new update. Because it's not completely in the way. Because apparently they've changed the map, the locations for this update look awesome. The art style's still just outshine the game so much. Come on, what the fuck? And the bugs are awesome looking. The biggest the only thing that is kind of putting me off with Grounded is the combat, and I prefer how it used to be, honestly. Even if it was a bit dumb and easy to use, it was just a bit more convenient, you know. I don't know, but they moved that, so you've got to climb up in a different way. I'm kind of glad that I didn't build a base around it, because I was going to build up here. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because they've completely changed this bit. I think this is where the barbecues fell over, down here. And it's like an ash pile. So I couldn't really build around here, but I think I might build a few outposts within here as well. Just so we've got stuff in here, like camps, and like mini camps. So we can stay out there longer, maybe. But yeah, it's a cool little update coming. Oh, quite a big one. I said in my State of Decay that they're gonna be... It seems like they're gonna try and finish off the map this year, because they said they want to get the map done before they get back into the story. So, which kind of makes sense, because you can't really design a story alongside creating a map, because you're gonna need to keep changing the story then to make sense of stuff. But like I was saying earlier, Grounded is start of it kind of feels like it feels like Assassin's Creed Odyssey. When you're first playing through the game, where you've got to go in certain directions to do the story. And I kind of get it, but then I'm like, I kind of get it for the story purposes, but for me, when it comes to exploration, I feel like you should be able to go anywhere and have the same experience. I feel like if bugs leveled up with you, that might make it feel a bit better, maybe. Where if you get stronger, the bugs get stronger. So, the weapons and everything you do always feel good. But the lower level bugs never feel weaker or stronger than you as the player, maybe? I don't know. I don't know how they could do it. To make it feel better. Because, like, I do it, like, when the game first came out, it was really just piss easy to deal with everything. Because the bugs only had, like, it's good that they've got multiple attacks and stuff like that, because that takes you off guard, but they're kind of not very easy to learn, especially when you add in all different kinds of bugs into the game. It's getting harder and harder to learn the moves, and when just a simple block isn't as effective as it should be, it's a bit, I don't know, it's just, it doesn't feel like you can learn some of the bugs' attacks sometimes. It's just, you don't have a chance to actually learn, like, it ain't like an ant attack or something. Some of these bugs are just constant, like, it's probably easy to react on a keyboard, to be fair. Because it's just an instant button, I guess, but when you're on a trigger blocking, it takes a while it's a bit of a minute to register, I guess, but it's like, I'd rather it be block on the... I'd rather it be like the bumper, maybe. Maybe the bumper I would prefer to block, or... Actually, what is B in combat? I wonder if I could change the block to B or something instead of the trigger. Maybe it's just my button layout. Maybe I could improve my fighting with a different button layout. Have I got any bastard glands for that one? Get this guy. Like the bombardier, you do eventually learn from the bombardier how to fight them. Like, you know how to dodge the shells and stuff. You can learn from them, which makes them easier, I guess. But like, their attacks aren't too crazy. Whereas the antlion, they can come out of the ground and just wreck you if you ain't got a shield. But let me know, like, what you guys think about, what's your favourite part about Grounded, and, like, do you prefer the combat? Like, I don't mind it, but it's just, I feel like it used to be a bit more just, I feel like at the minute the combat's either, and I feel like the combat isn't lining up with the quality of the map build, like the world building. I don't know. Like, I feel like the combat could be a lot more fun. Because they've got awesome movement, but it just feels a bit sluggish, you know? Like, your stamina doesn't feel as... Like, it just empties so quickly. It's a bit like State of Decay when you are low level, you know? Where, like, a few swings of your weapon and you're just tired, and... I think the game's felt very sluggish recently. It's been like it for a while. I'd say since Shroom and Doom, I guess. I just don't know how they would, how I would improve it. Or, 'cause you don't want it to be too easy. I get that, but I just don't like seeing health bars and stuff. Like, that's the stuff that I'm not a fan of. It's the health bars that I'm not a massive fan of. Because it feels like I'm playing The Division or something instead of just a survival game. Okay, so we can go and do the hat. Cool. God. Oh, and there's a new resource coming with these weed stems things. It's for new floor panels or something. So I guess we'll see how they do with that. Or what they do with that. So it's more a reason to... I recommend people block up the gas area, because I think it's actually pretty good, like, clogging it up. I don't see the downsides to clogging it up. Let's see. Only thing is, you're going to need antlion parts to...
I feel a little less squishy now.
Here you go, Pete. Let's have a look here. Oh, bloody hell. It's McCree from Overwatch. Cool. Let's have a look at... No, well, let's go and see how this is in the desert, then. Let's
Just
have
close your
that.
eyes and imagine it's a fruit pounder.
No, let's craft some meds. Yeah, let's go and see what,
No water filtration tablets needed.
what's it like exploring the sandbox now? Is it complete protection? Like, what does it say? Is it complete protection? Sizzle protection, sizzle protection, sizzle protection. So is that like, if I go in the sandbox now and I'll be fully protected? Or is it... Oh yeah, hang on. Before we do that, let's see if we can make my morning star. That's the whole reason why we went to the sandbox today. If we can make that, we could give it a try. I probably need to upgrade it and everything. I'm not sure if they've... Because that's the thing, they've increased the levels of how many times you need to upgrade your weapons and stuff. So I don't know... Okay. Sickly roly-poly part. Salt glob. Gum nugget. Now that sounds irritating to get. Salt glob. Really? Oh god. no, 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 no. So I need 16. I need 16 salt, which God knows where you get them from, effectively. Gum nugget, which I've got two. I think I've got gum nugget. Yeah, I've got gum. And then I think I can make that. Maybe next time we'll work on that. But let's go check out the sizzle protection. Because I think if maybe that's what the hinting at is, that salt is a weakness for the that's the weakness for antlions, I guess. So it would only make sense. And they wouldn't be affected by, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. What was that? I don't think they're affected by, sizzle. They shouldn't be. Like the spicy. Spiders are. I was going to put spice on this, but I suppose I can still do that.
This is moderately terrifying!
Fucking Indiana Jones. Suppose we could try and go down there, because that's where the roly-poly is. Try and take on one roly-poly. Let's have a look. That's pretty good. Does it go up at all? Or does it go up a little bit? But that's a lot better, isn't it? Let's try that. Okay. I'm guessing maybe you get salt in the treasure then. Let's try that. We try and get to the castle. Like, how do we get in the castle? Do you have to build over there? I guess we can do that, but I'm guessing this only carries about 5, which is a pain. So I suppose we could build that at night. So I don't know. I know I could probably parachute in, maybe. Maybe. Aha! Raw science.
Science.
So we got well, we found the Salt Morning Star, which is I'm quite happy with. Maybe that's the best way to deal with Vantolins. Maybe that's my reasoning for the shit. Because I do prefer using Spear and Shield with them, and I think the Morning Star does do that. So it is probably that's the solution to it. And right now, mint freshness is from the mint mace is the best weapon I've got. So yeah, that's that. Do you think there's a way to get over there? I think, look, what we'll do, in the night, well, maybe we'll, I don't know how I want to do this, because, really, as long as I've got a few of them, I should be alright. Okay, so, next time, we've got a few things to work on, which is good. I've got stuff to work on, which is, I'm not sitting around doing nothing. I want to start working on the base a little bit, but I don't think I'll do that next time. I think I want to focus on getting the Morning Star next time. And I would like to try and get a bridge to the castle. Because now that we can we've got a bit of defense to get into the sandbox, I'm quite happy. I've got my criticism with the combat, but I'll try and leave it, because I love this game. I've done 120 videos on this game, and I've got no intention to stop or anything. And I just want the game to be a bit more, I want the game to keep being fun, you know? I don't want to end up playing, I never grinded for the, bullets, like the 20 like the sponge enemies. I've not. That's not why I got into grounded. I've got into grounded for the survival, base building, exploring the back garden sort of thing. I'm not a fan of Can I put... Like, it'd be nice to just be able to put... Okay. Well, where shall I put the salt? Hang on, I thought I had... Okay, so... Oh, where's my salt thing then? It says I've got 8, but where's that then? Is it in here? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. I might as well make that then. But I think I'll wrap up this video here. I'm going to be continuing on in the next episode, which will be tomorrow. And we'll try and work on the Salt Morning Star. We'll try and work on the Salt Morning Star. And we'll... try and get a bridge to the castle, because I would kind of like to see if there's any treasure down there, because I think there probably would be. and probably some raw science maybe. Um, Sorry if I seemed a bit like moaning about. I don't like. I just don't like antlions. They're kind of up there with the They're kind of up there with the mosquitoes. But we've got the salt morning star recipe. Um, so I don't know. That's not really a good shot, is it? Oh, look at that. I love this castle, man. It's awesome. But yeah, we'll continue on. And we'll just do what I want to do, you know, like what makes me happy with the game. Maybe we'll just do that. And when the update comes out, we'll give a go at the new areas and stuff. And if I feel like the game's becoming something that isn't made for me, or I'm not getting the enjoyment that I used to get from it, maybe I'll just come back to this now and then for random streams or when I want to do it. Or I don't want to just come on for updates if that's just not fair on the game. But I suppose maybe it's because I've been playing this for a long time. Maybe I would be better during. Do you think I would? Maybe I would be better doing a brand new save, starting from the beginning, working my way up again. But what do people think about that? Like, is that? It's just that I've spent a lot of time in this save to just start again. It's not as simply like in Ground State Decay where you could just. That's one of the goals that you can take. But in this, it's if you restart, like, sure, I've got a way to come back to this all the time, but do I want to go for everything again? That sort of thing. I don't know. I think we'll prep for the next update, experience the next update, and we'll see how it goes from there. Like I said, this is up. The update might be up when this is up on YouTube, so it might be quite a while before I'm actually covering it on YouTube, because I am quite ahead and stuff like that. It all depends. Oh, and I've got a little bit of a thing, like, job lined up, so I'm not sure whether my uploads will be affected. I'll see. I'll talk about it in next episode, because I forgot to talk about it today. It's about a new job that I might have in line, and it's got quite long hours, so I might struggle streaming every day, which means that it will affect how my YouTube catching up and stuff like that. But I think I've got ideas, so I'll talk about it next time. But I'm enjoying Grounded for what it's worth. I do love this game. It holds a good place in my heart because it's such a nice game to play. I just feel like the combat, it's not as fun as I could see it becoming. I'd rather just be mowing through bugs, you know, like a fucking beast. You know, I know that's not people want the challenge and stuff, and I want a challenge. I want the big bugs to be a threat, you know. But then, if I've spent time to beef up my character a bit, or what if I want to use a spear and a shield, and it be effective? Why not? You know, like that idea I had earlier of if they had it so that all weapons are somewhat the same level, and then you upgrade that weapon in whatever you want. Because so you might like the look of the way the first spear looks like, you know? Why can't you upgrade that to be better than a low tier 3 item, or level it up to be a tier 3 item? That stuff, I think, would go a long way of you'd be able to choose different pathways, like upgrading bows, and like what about the first bow you get? What if you made that better than or you upgrade it in a different way, so it's got a high stun chance, or stuff like that, or low rate of fire, but you've got a high chance of killing the target, sort of thing. I like the upgrade to the weapons idea, but I think it's still tier 3 is the best to deal with stuff. It doesn't feel like, hang on, I want to use this though. I've used it for ages. I want to upgrade this and make it better, but it doesn't feel like I've been upgrading that spear, and maybe once I put spicy on it, it'll be better. But then it'll only be worth using against certain creatures, and unless you've got a spreadsheet of which bugs are weaker to which, then you don't really know. I think they are going to add a bestiary, like in The Witcher, where they do tell you what they're weak against and stuff. So it'll probably get better then. But we'll just see how the next update goes, because they keep changing stuff. They've made the durability and like the weapon balancing better. But it's my biggest worry is that I don't want the game to be. I don't want the bugs to become level, like the health bars. You know, I'm not a fan of games where every enemy has a massive health bar for you to chip through. I'm not a fan. I just don't like that. I'd rather it just be like a survival game, you know? Where like you have to use a bit of resources to take something down, but it feels rewarding when you do. But it's like realistic in a way, where like you put a spear in the side of a bug, it should be fucking dead. Or like you put a spear in the side of a bug, or depends on the size, surely. Like there's got these beetles that come in are huge. Like that should take a lot of effort to take down, sure. But like there's like these maggot wood I don't know what they call them in the game. Wood ants, maybe? Carpenter ants, they might call them. But there's like these baby ones, and there's so many of them, because they team up. They work in like a pack sort of thing in the update. But I see people fighting them, and it takes like several hits to take one down. And I'm like, how are you going to get through a whole thing on your own? It's a lot of work, and I just don't know. I think I just don't want it to become a job to play the game, you know? I don't want it to be I don't want it to become a task to do stuff. I don't want it to become, oh god, I've got to go and... It's kind of like this with the Antlion, making the Antlion armor. I did it, but it was like, oh god, I make the Antlion armor. I don't mind fighting the... That's the thing. In next episode, with the... we need some roly-poly stuff for the... I'm looking forward to that fight, because I know the roly-polies are actually quite fun to fight, because you somewhat know how they work, and they're easy to predict, and they're just satisfying to fight. Whereas the antlions, they're kind of just the way they attack and stuff isn't, like, you can't be very defensive with them, or you can't be aggressive either, because as soon as they've got you in their vicinity, it's hard to just back away and take a bit of breathing room, unless you're standing on a rock, or you're hiding behind something. That's the thing, like, I don't know, just, the AI just seems, it doesn't seem to be as, I don't know. I think I'm moaning, and but I'm just worried that I'm not going to enjoy the game for much longer, and I don't want that. I love this game. I don't want the combat to get in the way of me enjoying it. You know, I don't want to be loading in just to deal with a health bar to fight against. I want to be dealing with, like, if they add like base attacks, I want to be able to take on them bugs quite easily, you know, that sort of thing. I want to be able to, like, when I go after the basic ants now, when I'm mowing a bunch of them down, I want that sort of feeling, like, I'm fucking, I've got this cool gear and I'm gonna use it, you know. But with all these different tier locations now, it feels like Assassin's Creed Odyssey in when you're base level and you're not in New Game Plus when you're max level and stuff. It feels like you're pushed into a certain area at certain points in the game instead of it being like, which I prefer in my Assassin's Creed Odyssey video where it's New Game Plus and I'm already high level. I can essentially go in any direction and just enjoy that area for that moment. Whereas like with me making bases, I'm like predicting where the next area is going to be focused on because that's where they're building the game out. They haven't really built the whole map as one unit, I feel. It feels like, I suppose it's like an RPG, but I think the bugs would feel better if they leveled up with you. Like, I don't know. I just don't know. Because I don't know how they could do it. Because the bugs should feel different. They should feel stronger. But I just don't think every bug should feel stronger, you know? Like, I feel like the black ants, they should feel the same as the red ants in a way. They're just the same. Like, why not just make them the same? Maybe they bite a bit harder, you know? That stuff, but like, to be honest, the black ants, they do hit quite hard. But like make things fun, like the roly-poly fights, like you can somewhat predict them and stuff. I don't know. I feel like I'm moaning. But the thing is, I'm worried that it might become a game that it's not made for me in a way. Like, I suppose, I know that they add in some customizations, somewhat like State Decay with choose your own apocalypse sort of thing, where you can turn things on and off, and I think they can eventually add sliders, which would be cool. So maybe then where it gets to that point where maybe I can make my own custom game, that might be a way to do it, but it's like, will I be able to change my existing game? Even if I don't have achievements, because I'm not too fussed about achievements, to be fair, but because to be fair, I just want to play the game, you know, and just enjoy it. If I want to do a bit of building, I want to do a bit of building. If I want to go and kill some antlions but enjoy it, I should be able to do that. But the combat doesn't feel as fast-paced, or like the stamina gets in the way, or like certain things are getting in the way of just getting on with a job. And it's not in a way that it's like in a survival mode aspect. It's not like because I've been playing The Lone Dark. In that game, the survival elements are just trying to survive. Like, you've got to find food and stuff like that. And I think with Grounded is that you've got a lot of all the survival elements sorted. Like, you've got food and water everywhere. It's not like the game's... It's hard to find food or get food. Like, they're actually encouraging you to cook meals all the time, that sort of stuff. But I don't know. I'm probably just out of order. But if anyone's watching, let me know what you think. Like, what do you think? What direction do you want the game to go in? Because I don't. Because my ideas are probably just... People probably hate my ideas. Or the way I want the game to play. I want the game to feel like... I know I don't play around in Minecraft, but something like Minecraft, where you just... In Minecraft, you can just get in and play the game. Whereas... And just go anywhere. Like, that's the thing. Minecraft, you can go anywhere from the get-go. Sure, you end up building up your armor. That's for your own satisfaction, really. Oh, I found some diamond. Let's make some diamond armor. Whereas in this, you don't find... you don't go mining. You go killing bugs. But if the bugs aren't fun to kill... like, let me know if you think the combat's... Well, by the time this up, you might be able to let me know if the combat's any better, because hopefully things will get a bit more sped up maybe, and like the movement will be like, I think it's just stamina. That's the biggest issue for me, is that when you get hit, when you're blocking, you're losing stamina all the time, or and then you can't get it. It's not like State Decay, like I said, where you can just walk away and get your stamina back and come back. Or like you can just back, like in this it should be like you back away for a bit and you can get your stamina back and then you can get back in the fight. It doesn't feel like you can do that anymore. Because if you try and run away, you've got no stamina to run away, you know? It doesn't feel like you can learn to manage your stamina because of the... I think if you're blocking, your stamina shouldn't be draining unless your stamina's completely, like, that's the thing, your defense thing is the shields are there for a reason. Like, that should be the one thing you're focusing on, is that your block will be depleted. You'll get tired that way from blocking, but it shouldn't affect your stamina, I don't think, because that slows the combat right down, because you can't manage it. I'm struggling to manage it. But at least we got the Salt Morningstar recipe. Somewhat, at least we've shown you how to do that. And we've got the antlion armor, so we'll be able to explore the sandbox more. And I think I will do that. Next episode we'll do the sandbox a bit more. We'll get the roly-poly and try and get the Salt Morningstar. Because now that we know that you get salt in the sandbox, I need to go in there to get it. Get the salt. And then once we've got that, then I'll probably work on the that new base that we've got built up. Because I need to add stuff into it. I need to have like furnaces and things like that. Cooks, drying racks, stuff that we might need. Storage, stuff like that. Beds. Well, not beds. I might just put a bed in a lean-to maybe. I don't think I need to worry about a big bed, but be nice, I suppose. But yeah, like I said, I just hope everyone's enjoyed this video. So as always, there'll be another one tomorrow evening, and we'll just continue right where we left off. So as always, thanks for watching if you've been watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.